Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sam B right here with the Tune Up Show. So check it out, right? Back at it again with another video. I'm gonna try to do 3 in a row. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do because I have a lot to talk about. I was on a involuntary hiatus, courtesy of YouTube, because of my last video, and I guess for right now, and probably for the rest of my time on YouTube, I probably just have to go about it very, very cleverly, very smart wise. Because even in the Bible tells us to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So there's only one serpent, and that's Satan, and this is his platform. So I need to be as wise as he is because he is my adversary. He is the bringer down of mankind. He's the father of lies. So I have to be the opposite because I am his enemy. So he knows everything about me. And so I need to know everything about him. And I need to be wise as well. Wise as a serpent, harmless as doves, right? So I'm going to get into this. There's, Kevin Samuels. He died for reasons unknown. I'm not going to speculate here. That's not what I'm here to do. But ever since his death, his passing, there's been a lot of talk on the YouTube. There's been a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of people just talking mad stuff, mad junk about this man. And I understand, okay? You have the right to disagree. You have the right to say what you want to say. But I've come across videos where they are like praising and celebrating that he's dead. I find that very disturbing because like I said, I can understand that you can dislike somebody. I understand that you disagree with somebody. I understand that you are not fond of a person. But to celebrate them dying and to make a YouTube channel out of it, well, that's just downright disrespectful. And then all these other videos and stuff are coming out and, they want to say, oh, well, I told you he was gay and all this. Why does that even matter? Because, see, let me tell you something. I don't know this man, but I've really enjoyed his content. And for the most part, what I did enjoy about his content was that he focused on bringing black people together, more so black men and women, which is something that society seems to want to tear apart, which is the black man and the black woman. All right, they want the black woman to swirl, and they want the black men to just be with all the other races of women, and just whatever with the black woman. Society, and you gotta understand something. Whenever society as a whole is working to keep a certain race of people or a certain class of people always at each other's necks, that means that something isn't right. That means that that's something that is being promoted. It's being promoted in movies, Hollywood, and everything. So that's something that black men need to take heed about. Whenever something like as big as the, as big of a factor as black men and black women, whenever, and they're just supposed to always be at each other's throats, whenever that's being promoted on a high entertainment scale, like Hollywood, sports, YouTube, whatever, okay, that's something worth looking into. And Kevin Samuels, he was one of the very few people that actually indulged in that content, where he wanted to get to the bottom of why black men and black women can't get along. Okay? And my first few 4, 5, 6 videos were about that. Okay? And now we're back here, almost a year in. And I'm still seeing the insanity. I'm still seeing the idiocy that comes across these channels. I came across this one channel. One of my friends, and shout out to my boy Mike for showing this to me, which is very disturbing, honestly. At the most part, it's called the Kevin Samuels Roast Network. So this person, I don't know who this person is. I guess this is him, Dennis Sperling. He doesn't. You can't really see his. He's got about, and of course, people that don't like Kevin Samuels, they're like moth to the flames with this, and I mean it in a literal sense, because whenever you take part in another person's demise or the bringing down of another person, then that means you're going to be burnt up too. Because you're not supposed to take part in other people's demises. You're not supposed to take part in other people getting roasted. Okay, there's one thing if it's for fun, but this guy's dead serious. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to start this video. He did a video, this was a couple days ago, about Kevin Samuels' assets frozen. So I just want to see where he gets his information from. Let's see how legit he is. Let's look into the Kevin Samuels Roast Network. Let's see what this guy's all about. Yeah, see, and all this is like, and they got him looking all superimposed. Like, all right, whatever. Let's take a look at this. Of course, he's got to have this musical and you know what? I'm gonna say this too. This video is only 3 minutes long, 3 minutes 17 seconds, and is so really the actual thing could only be about maybe less than 2.5 minutes long. So what could he possibly be saying in under 2 minutes, right? Just asking, because I know bad news travel way faster than good news ever will. But let's see what happens.
The Kevin Samuels death is really a sad situation. It's really a sad situation. Kevin Samuels died with nobody on his team. And what I mean by that is that his mother had to find out via social media. There was nobody on his team that could have made the call to his mom. The woman that he was with, she slid out the door. She stepped over his cold body, his cold blue body, and went home and prepared for her.
And see, that's how you know right there he's exaggerating. Like the body's not cold. Like once a person's initial death and they're not breathing and they're still there, they can still be resuscitated. You know what I mean? So the fact that he's saying his cold blue body, like, come on, bro. I know it's going to be hard for you because you already got a network saying the Kevin Samuels Roast Network. So if you can try for the next minute to stick to some kind of facts, that'll be lovely.
Next day, his mother had to find out on social media. Kevin Samuels, like it or not, he was somewhat of a celebrity. Kevin Samuels didn't take care of business. Kevin Samuels should have had a manager. Kevin Samuels should have had a publicist. Kevin Samuels should have had a lot of things in place to be able to handle his business. He should have had an attorney. He didn't have any of that shit. He didn't have any of it. His business was so messed up that he had a janky snake attorney that had a YouTube channel. On his YouTube channel, hustling people out of money. That's how messed up his business was. The man didn't take care of business. How you gonna instruct people to find high value men when you can't even take care of your shit? You was operating like a crackhead, like a well-dressed crackhead. I mean, you didn't have anything in place. And oh yeah, it's gonna be hard probably getting that money What if Kevin Samuels didn't have a beneficiary on his bank account? Because that's where your AdSense money go. That's where all that AdSense money go, is to his bank account. What if he didn't have a beneficiary on there? Oh, that's gonna be very tricky. Kevin Samuels was operating like a crackhead. He told everybody to take care of their business. Image this, image that. Oh, I'm a consultant. I'm a this, I'm a that. He couldn't even consult his damn self.
Yeah, buddy. Whoever this guy is, he really sound. If anything, he sounds like a fan. Honestly, I think because a hater is just is a very aggressive, most likely a yeah, is a hater is just a more aggressive fan. Okay, so yeah, he's definitely a fan because how do you know about this man's like are you on his team? You know, could you said in the beginning that oh well, no one was ever on his team and no one ever helped him. How do you know that? I mean, who is this guy? I mean, anyone that doesn't show their face while they're slandering someone else's name, that bothers me because that's like, okay, not only you hiding behind a computer, but you're hiding behind inflammatory remarks as well. How do you know that somebody he knows won't turn around and sue you for defamation of character? How do you know that his assets and all his stuff wasn't in line? How do you know? Last time I checked, his business is his business. I believe he was in business with Damon John, the creator of Fubu. And that Damon John is on Shark Tank. So for you to be with a big hitter like Damon John, I'm pretty sure that your finances had to be somewhat in order just for you to even attract the attention of a big hitter like Damon John. So like I said, buddy, I don't know what you're doing or how you're doing it, but you probably need to try to get some more of your facts straight.
Business all messed up. We just getting to the fun part. It's finna get real tricky with that YouTube money. It's finna get real tricky.
All right, he's done. He's done. I'm actually glad it wasn't that long. But as you can see, and this more videos with this guy, I'll probably do more because one thing I don't like, and I'm not gonna send him back any more than he already is. But his channel's been around since 2017. So he's been making videos most likely around the same time as Kevin Samuels has. So who knows? Maybe he does know Kevin Samuels on a certain level. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But I can only operate off of what I hear and what I'm looking at. Okay? That's the concept of the tune-up show. The tune-up show, we call it as we see it. If it quacks, then we call it a duck. If it barks, we call it a dog. And right now, bro, you sound like a true grade A hater. Okay? And maybe you were on Kevin Samuels' team and you got kicked off because you're doing what you're doing now. Who knows? I don't know. But from what I understand and from what I've seen and what Kevin Samuels has presented over the last 2, 3, maybe 4 years, is that he had his stuff together. Okay? Now, it's real easy to talk crap about somebody when they're dead and they're not around to stick up for themselves. But this whole Kevin Samuels roast network, buddy, look, if this is how you're paying your bills and this is how you're doing what you're doing, then hey, do you. Me personally, I wouldn't be trying to cash in on a dead man's name. That's how I'm looking at it. I wouldn't be trying to do that. That's real. I think that's petty. I think it's very, very low what you're doing. But hey, this is YouTube. When you post stuff on the internet, you open yourself up to judgment and scrutiny. Okay? So that's really all I got to say about it. Whoever this guy is, hey, do you, bro. Do you. I'm Sam B. This is the Tune Up Show, and I'm out of here. Peace!